Studies show quality childcare and positive educational experiences are vital to help ensure young children become ready for school and grow into happy and productive adults. In 75% of Iowa families with children under 6, the parents are working. And according to Iowa Child Care Resource and Referral Data Reports, most of those children spend their day in the care of center-based and home-based childcare businesses. The quality and success of these childcare businesses is crucial to the health and prosperity of those children, their families, and the communities in Iowa.
Going through the Growth Fund was a really great experience for me and for the Y. It was very eye-opening, very enlightening. I learned a lot about childcare that I never would have imagined knowing before. I learned the importance of it to families and how much it means to have a good quality run program, and then what dictates quality even. Originally you kind of think of quality as my kid comes home happy at night, and you don't think of all the stuff behind the scenes that makes it quality.
We all want high quality care for our kids. We want to make sure that they have good classrooms, good teachers, great materials, and all of those things cost money. So we're constantly looking for new ways to raise money in order to provide that care.
We look at the child care as part of our economic development package. But as a community, when we're seeking new employers, manufacturing industry, or small businesses in fact, one of the things we like to present to that prospective employer is that we've got a child care available for your employees.
First Children's Finance is a nonprofit organization with programs dedicated to strengthening childcare on the business side. The Growth Fund program is a comprehensive, multi-year childcare business development program. Let's walk through the major components of this program and hear what some of the participants have to say. First Children's Finance seeks centers through an application process.
I found out about First Children's Finance in a United Way meeting that I attended. They were talking about a growth fund project with First Children's Finance, and honestly, I signed up that day.
First Children's Finance helps centers use customized tools to understand the status of their business so that their business improvement efforts will be well targeted and effective.
Our focus on the financial aspects and what it takes to keep this center running in a fiscally positive way was missing. And this connection with the Growth Fund made it possible for us to realign our focus to make sure that we can not only provide great care today, that we'd also be able to do so in the future.
When we initially did the self-assessment, I can honestly say I thought, wow, we as Color My World needed a lot of help. We had a lot of areas that I felt we needed work on, things that as a sole business owner I didn't think of doing, or I just didn't do because I didn't feel the need. So I think what the self-assessment did for us as a business was just kind of open our eyes to things that we should consider when trying to develop our business and to meet the goals and objectives that we set every year.
I think one of the really valuable tools that came along with the Growth Fund and First Children's Finance was the break-even analysis, which was really helpful for us. I know early on our board we had questions about what does it really cost us to provide child care to a unit of child care or a cost unit, and we were struggling with giving a specific answer to that because we had all these different funding variables. Okay, so that's been real valuable, and I know now we're looking at, we use that, or we'll be using that in the coming year to look at our enrollment capacity by room, our staff costs, facility costs, program supplies, all those types of things, to come up with a handle or a scenario on how many kids can we serve with still making a significant commitment to serving low-income families.
You helped us budget the cash flow, the building and the developing of a budget, and learning to set aside some for a rainy day. These have always been problems for us. we always had a little bit of just a kind of oh, we got some money, we'll spend it, and we'll go from day to day, month to month. Now we have developed a budget, we have got some funds set aside, we've developed a program which is around that budget, and it's starting to smooth things out for us.
First Children's Finance walks step by step with the child care programs through the research, development, writing, and presentations of their business improvement plans to the advisors. The business improvement plans are comprehensive and reveal priorities and activities for each center that will lead to the greatest improvements in their quality, viability, and sustainability.
The business plan was very helpful to me because it helped me determine who's our market and what was it that they wanted, what did they need from us. The business planning also helped me with knowing that there's 130,000 cars that go by our center on a monthly basis, and what does that mean? Who's driving by our center and what are they looking for?
When we were needing to present to the advisors, of course we had butterflies in our stomach because it's not something that we do every day in this small business. But it did allow Janae and I to work together to create a PowerPoint presentation, and with the presenting it to the advisors, it allowed us to prove to them that we needed the grant fund project and we needed the opportunities that was providing for us. And it allowed us to get feedback not only from the advisors but from First Children's Finance and from the other directors on how we could better meet the goals and objectives that we had put in place.
With the help from funders supporting the Growth Fund program, First Children's Finance awards implementation grants to each center to help carry out the goals included in their improvement plan.
I would love to talk about our playground. We decided to use our grant funds for the playground because we wanted, not only will it benefit our children and our staff, but it's also a marketing tool for us. And so we started using the funding from the Growth Fund to install equipment. We got brand new beautiful sod, we got a playhouse, we got trikes and a sandbox, got natural elements in it. And also people in the community were calling saying, we see you're digging down there, what are you doing? And say, well, hey, we're putting in a natural sandbox. Oh, that's great, I just think you guys do an awesome job and appreciate what you do in the community. And I have people that will call my board members and say, hey, we see you guys are doing that, what can we do? And so it's that really is just, that's such a special project to me, and I'm so glad that they were able to help us do that.
Yes, one of the first changes we made was we got a sign out front. We had a little stick in the ground sign and didn't get much attention, and once we were able to get a great big sign out there, we saw a lot more phone calls, we saw a lot more tours, and it really did boost our enrollment. Once people realized, they said, you guys have been here for 14 years? I didn't know. I didn't even know you were a child care center. And we were like, yeah, we've been here the whole time. So it was really great getting that out there.
Throughout the process, First Children's Finance provides training on topics designed specifically for childcare businesses, which may include topics such as budgets, cash flow, break-even analysis, marketing, quality staffing, fundraising, tuition strategies, and business policies. One-on-one consulting is necessary to address unique questions and challenges of each center. The needs of childcare businesses are varied and complex.
To listen and to read the things that I gave to her, I could really tell that she had keyed into the same things that were my concerns, and she was able to offer a wealth of experience and valuable advice to me that was very helpful to me. She helped me to take the things that I saw as tremendous challenges and difficulties and see them from a whole new light and a different perspective. She challenged me.
The Growth Fund program's peer cohort model builds confidence, motivates growth, and leads to success of the center, participants, and their businesses.
So just because I'm the owner and director, I now realize that not only does my assistant director and my lead teachers and my breaker floaters and my families, but the community and the cohort of directors and First Children's Finance all are people that I can turn to when I need additional help.
Local business and early childhood experts have an important role of selecting the centers, approving the grants, learning about the business challenges, and providing helpful advice throughout the program. The Growth Fund program has a proven history of helping centers achieve quality, sustainability, and growth.
We are now QRS level 2. So moving into the QRS was very helpful. It got our name out there. We actually had parents comment on the quality rating. Some people even looked it up to see what it was about and wondering how we're going to get to the next step. And so we would explain to them what the changes that we're making and going towards. And I really think that it helps the parents understand that we are working towards quality, and all the changes we are making is for the better of the center and the better care for their children.
The Growth Fund program has been immensely beneficial in helping us improve our quality rating system scale from a 4 to a 5. They've done this in a way that has allowed us to market to our local neighborhood and fill our center. We currently only have 2 spots in our center. By doing that, word of mouth has gotten out that we are no longer a 4 and we are a 5 in a very high quality center in our low income area.
As we've been able to go out in the community and become collaborative partners with several different agencies that could offer supports to our program that have helped to enhance the program for the children, like AEA 267, Child Care Resource and Referral, and many others. But also, from the standpoint of financial leveraging, we've been able to put in quite a number of grant proposals and have developed those relationships over the years from the standpoint of building scholarship opportunities for some of our children, as well as our building needed extensive renovation, and therefore we were able to raise at this point over $170,000 in funds from grant proposals.
Bidwell's participation in the Growth Fund has helped us to commit our focus on the business aspect of child development in a way that we've never done before. Many of the lessons that we've learned will be carried forward through the years. Not very many days go by where we don't use the things we've learned in our partnership with the Growth Fund.
First Children's Finance would like to thank past, present, and future volunteers, partners, and funders for supporting the Growth Fund and other First Children's Finance programs.